Heat. Monday and Tuesday, 95 degrees for us. Look what happened after the storms came through. Boy, did we cool off today, just 72. Tomorrow, 72. And Friday, we're forecasting just 68 degrees. Now, earlier today, we spoke with our personal weather station owner, MLBaron, just outside of Boston, about why these temperature changes are so unique.
Southeasterly winds here in southern New England are bad news across the board. It's very rare that you can actually be outside enjoying the weather with a wind direction like that. And if a southeasterly wind does occur, it's usually in a matter of hours, you're going to get clobbered with something.
Looking at them. All right, let's talk a little backdoor cold front. Why MLBaron got in on those cold temps. Dr. Navarro here to talk about these, and everybody going, what the heck is a backdoor cold front? Basically a nod to the unusual direction of entry. Usually you'd go through the front door, our traditional cold front.
That's right. Traditionally, you would think it would come through the front door here at the leading edge of this cold air. That's why it's called a cold front. So typically they're positioned from the north to the south, more or less, and they're bringing down some colder, more dense air from the north, typically off Canada, down into the northeast, and you get temperature drops about 10 to 15 degrees behind this cold front.
But the one we had today and yesterday that's offered up that so refreshing air came from an unusual direction.
Yes, so now a backdoor cold front is now more oriented from the west to the east. So you can see a very different direction that this air is coming in. And usually there's high pressure off over the Atlantic Ocean, which is helping to draw some of that colder, more dense air from the ocean over to the land. Now, in June, that temperature is drastically different from the land to the ocean. Ocean temperatures are around 58 degrees. So Boston, for example, that was at 90 over the weekend. This air is fairly cold. And so here, you're drawing air typically from the north and the east behind this cold front. And right along the coast, you can get some drastic temperature change. Here, there's a marked lack of precipitation with these cold fronts as they come through. There'll be some clouds behind it, but kind of help contribute to a bit of a refreshing day because you don't even have the rain to worry about.
I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
Order me up a backdoor cold front, please.
Absolutely. And those temperatures are going to be continuing to drop, Mike. It's looking like things are really going to be relieved for the most part.
You know, it's interesting with these backdoor cold fronts how long you can get that cold air stick around. They can be really short-lived, like half a day. It can last 5 days in some instances, but notice this. Temperatures right now so pleasant. No longer mid-90s, right? And look at the 24-hour temperature change. Dropped by 15 degrees in New York, 14 in Boston, 6 in Burlington. So we've offered in now that more refreshing air, which is truly fantastic. And the forecast tomorrow, just as nice.
Amazing. And you can really see the difference between the ocean and then further inland. As soon as you hit the Appalachian Mountains, things really drop off, but right along the coast, look at that, 69 degrees in Boston, 72 New York. You can see that sharp gradient there from the coast.
It's fantastic to see how the weather operates, but notice that warm front coming back in, and so across the Ohio Valley is where we warm it up. Alex?
All right, when we come back, June certainly not off limits for tropical systems to form in the Atlantic. Dr. Rick Knabb with us for a little chalk talk to show just how rare it is. And if you want to join in on the conversation, we'd love to have you. Send us your questions.